windows are there. When they see inside the class, on the walls, there were pictures of different beautiful sceneries were there. But when they saw outside from the class through the window, they found only slums, a cramped hall, the poor conditions, the so bad atmosphere at the area, and always they feel negative things when they saw apart from the window. The world where all the futures painted with the fog, and now they consider themselves that from the window they could not see anything. And what they see that the dirtness, the garbage, the sanitations, everything is ruined. And now they see they can only see through the window that their future is painted with the fog, means that their future is totally dark. Not no one is going to make their future, even not teacher, even not this world, even authority, even the government. Nobody is going to take interest in them just because of they are poor. So this is the meaning of second paragraph. In narrow streets sealed in the lead sky, far, far from rivers, caps, and stars of words. Now, here you could, in the slum, the students are saying that their whole streets of the slum cannot, they can only see the sky, as well as these streets of these slums are totally blocked. Nobody can go outside from these streets in the beautiful world, in the all fortunate world, in the all facilitated world. Nobody can go. Those people who belong to a slum area, and they can only see these streets only lead the person to the sky, means that after getting birth a person can leave this place just after the death, and before death nobody is going to leave this place, and nobody can enter in this place. Who had made this world? Who had? And apart from, like, out of this slum, many miles away, far from here, the rivers are there, caps are there, stars of words are there. Now here, now apart from this slum, the students are saying, the children are saying that they are deprived, they are sealed in this atmosphere, they are locked inside the slum, inside this area, and everything is apart from this their locality, their area. What the other things are far away from this area, that are rivers. All the rivers are away from them. All the caps means the mountaining area, and the star of words means education. These three things which are showing, which are highlighting in the picture of in the painting, they are not the part of their circle, they are not the part of their area, they are very far from where they are. The writer, the poet is saying that they are in the presence of human who are so rich, who are so powerful, who are every facilities, who are selfish, who are considered themselves, himself as well as his whole family member. But that's the thing the whole world is about. And who made this world? Who made this world worst? That too much discrimination between poor and rich. How? We will come to know. In the third paragraph, the poet is saying that surely Shakespeare is wicked. Wicked means ghost, worst, bad. Example of negativity. The map a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal, for lives that slowly turn into crammed holes, from fog to endless night. Now here, the writer is saying, the poet is saying that, as in the second paragraph, he is saying that the Shakespeare pictures. Shakespeare is a symbol of education, but here he is saying that in this, for them, for these students, for these poor students, for this deprived or underprivileged students, the Shakespeare is wicked. Just because of here, as the meaning of the Shakespeare is something wrong for them, as the Shakespeare is showing to them that the map a bad example with ships. Here the Shakespeare is showing them there are many ships in this world, sun and love tempting them to steal. And now here many ships are there in this world, and sun is also sun, so beautiful sun is there, and we have love, prosperous feeling for each other, and which is attract by everyone in this world for lives that's silly, but for them, as they lives, as they are living in these conditions, they are cunningly turned in their crumbled hold from fog to endless night. But here they see, they when they see their own conditions, their own homes means their own houses, which are so cramped. Cramped means very small, very small, where only you could see a very small bedroom where the whole family are living along with them, even though even they have no awareness of the population, they are just increasing day by day just because of the not awareness and not proper education, and that's why they are in the poor conditions. Slily means cunningly, sharply, chalaki se. But what? But once they observe their own cramped holes, their small houses, they come to know that their day is totally, their day is covered by the fog and the night is endless. Now here, what is the meaning of the fog? Here, the whole city pollution, the smoke, which is always remain over their shade, over their roof, over their, they cannot see the proper sky because of the pollution, because of the smoke remain existing in there. The smoke cannot go apart from it because from all four corners the many buildings are there, many big floors buildings are there. So they found that they could not see the blue sky. They ever never seen in their life the blue sky which we generally see in our, because they see only a kind of a blackish or a whitish sky which is so contaminated by the smoke. Now here what they see that they take the birth in the fog time, in the contaminated, in the smoke time, and they get die in this area, they get death in this area, in these conditions for the whole time. On their slag heap, these children wear skin pipped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glasses. Now here, their slag heap means a body structure which is so weak. These children wear skin pipped through the bone, through by bones. Here, the poet is saying, by observing their figure, he is saying that these people figures are so weak, their skin is so thin, even you could see, you can count the all the bones of in their body, because the flesh, the fat is 0% in their body, just because of they are suffering from malnutrition, as I have already told you. And their bones are pip means looking, as from our eyes we pip, we see, we stare, we gaze, we look. Here the bones are look at you if you will come across with this type of area or this type of unfortunate children's. And just because of they wear means as we wear clothes. So here he is saying that that the children are having such type of cloth in a form of skin which they have wear, and now through this their skin, by this shirt, by this t-shirt, that which is in a form of skin, they can see, you can see that there are bones which can look at you, which always look at you. But here the meaning is that they are so weak, there is 0% of flesh, there is 0% of mass on their body, and only just a skeleton, a figure of skeleton, just walking around here and there, just have a very thin size of a skin on their whole body. And also the spectacles of steel spectacles means we have seen the spectacles of glass, how this is a steel, that if you wear a steel instead of glass, if there is a frame as well as the glass is of steel, would you able to see the world? Would you able to read the books? No, no. Just because of that, the world has this, the rich, the fortunate world, the world has given them a such type of spectacles which is not for look, which cannot be read, with mended glasses like bottles, bits or stones. And as well as what he is saying, that these uh, the frame of the spectacles are steel, and how they get such type of steels, such type of spectacles, those rich people, those rich students who have discarded their things. Here the spectacles means their shoes, their clothes, their every belongings when they discarded from their life. And discarded means chodna, leave. Then they are obtained by these poor people, and it's a truth. These which we people throw, our shoes, our clothes, our belongings, they all are obtained, they all are received by these students, these childrens. And what they do, whenever the spectacle, when any spectacle is broken, then what the rich man, the one the rich student had done, the rich student had not repaired it, he had thrown these spectacles into the dustbin. And these people have got this spectacles and mended it. Mended means repair. They repaired these spectacles, and now they repaired the glass. Repaired the glass. How is it possible to repair the glass? No, no one can repair the glass, because glass, if there is a crack, no one can make it proper. Yes, so you could see the spectacles they are having. They, can they read the books? Can they read the, can they see the world? No, they having many difficulties, they have many problems, like bottle, bits on stones. And now the conditions of the glass, like if the bottle we throw on the stone, how the conditions of the glass, the same conditions of the spectacles glass was there. All of their time and space are foggy slum, and every time from day to evening, their slums have a such type of foggy area, a kind of a smoky area, just because of they have no facility of what we call it, electricity. They do not have facility of gas for their as a burning fuel, so where they can cook, they burn still the sticks, the woods, the logs, as well as, so that's why the smoke remain everywhere in their area. So bold their maps with slum as big as doom, and now that's why they can say that their map with slum as big as doom. Now here, this is nothing for them. The real this area, the slums, is a not less than doom. Doom is a kind of a thing which is the worst, which we can say the hell. For them, their slum is hell for them. No one can take them from this cell, from this hell to heaven. Heaven is, I'm indicating to the people who are in a living in a very rich facility, in a very luxurious life. Now, here, who made these people conditions like that? My condition, I say that, and the writer is also trying to say you students, that there in this world many historians in the past, many dictators in the past, many politicians in the past, many authorities in the past, official, big rank of officials, they made these conditions. They made divided this world into two category, rich and poor. The rich becoming rich every day, and the poor becoming poor every day. No one is supporting them. Nobody is looking at them, especially whom, those who are poor, because what people think, that they are the weed on this earth. As we have seen weed in the field, people of a category from the rich, they consider that these poor people, these deprived people, are a weed for this world, on this earth. And we should treat them by not giving any facility. Who are these people, and who had given them this permission or this authority? Just because of they were ruling on us, and they had made this type of facility or that type of rule and regulation, and that the poor people always remain as a laborer, and he would not have chance to get in a upper or a higher position. He must live in the category of laboring or begging, not to have business, not to have having a facility or opportunity to grab a good skill of job. No, they are just not giving proper education from the very beginning, not proper giving hospital health conditions. They are very poor, and nobody is considering about that how they are managing their livelihood, just because of rich people are so selfish. Rich people, this world, the poet is saying that so selfish, always consider about itself. They 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 also come across by many times in a day by such type of peoples, such type of vendors, such type of you have seen in our first chapter, the lost spring, where we have seen that Sahalam, who was a vendor, who was a person who was a rig vendor, who always look for the garbage in the each and every streets. Nobody is looking at them. Nobody is saying that just I'll take you to the school and you get your study, because people come across with such type of children, but they do not pay attention. They just ignore them. They are busy. So it shows that the humanity has finished. The humanity has deprived, evaporated from this world. Now, moving to next. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, the map become their window, and this window that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Catacombs is graveyard where the dead body of a person is buried under the earth, under the land. That is called catacombs, a graveyard. Here, what the writer or what the poet is saying, the poet is illustrating through his idea, through his experience, that whenever any inspection, whenever any inspection or something happen, these schools have been turned into a nice atmosphere, just because of fear of losing their job. The teachers are constantly coming at the class and teaching in a proper way. But once there is no inspection, once there is no any authority person comes to see it, then they remain lazy. They do not pay attention towards that. They come to school, this is their moral duty. No, nobody is so serious. And who can change this world? Who can make their slum like the area where we are living? Who can transform, like how these slums can be transformed into a nice area? How? Only those people can make. Those people have authority, like our governor, the power who is in the center. They can make. The inspectors, that means the law and orders people who work in it. Visitors, the visitors means he can be a reporter, she can be a reporter, journalist, a normal person. The map become their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. And now, if these people can help them, so they can see the artificial world in the class, they can see through their window. If they take the initiative to change this atmosphere, to give them bless, to give them proper rights. But if they would just make a such type of donation, to paint this, to make this building, to make a roof, or to make the sanitation, that nothing would be happen. A proper facilitate should be there, a proper change should be there. And if they do not, then this area where they take birth, it will become a graveyard, when everybody will get die, and many people will come and they will get die. So this rotation, this circle of life will continuously run. Break, or break open till they break the town, and show the children to green fields, and make their world run azure on gold sand, and let their tongues run naked into the book's white and green leaves open. Now here, break, that the poet is requesting to the whole nation, big authority people who are in the authorities, having a very good command or power in their hand, they should break they should break such type of rule and regulation made by the dictators like Hitler's, who had made this world into two different category, a world and the rich and poor. Now break such type break such type raise your voice, and it will break all the negativity, all the blockage of their street, and these roads will be connected with the world, with the rich people area or the colony, and where they can take themselves into the people and work along with this, and have a same rights of getting education, to have a same rights of being treated, having in public places. They can even elect for the election, they can select for the election, they can nominate themselves in a different jobs. All the facilities which is given to a rich people also they will get. And so here, and so if they have such type of opportunity, so they can see that the children to green fields, that these children can see the greenery which is not yet seen in their real life. They have seen such type of things in the pictures or in the painting, and make their world run azure on gold sands. Azure means Azure means with bare feet run on gold sands. Now here, as they have seen, as they have observed, or as they are living in the condition of very harsh, where the muddy roads are there, so stinky garbage is lying over there. No have seen, they have ever never seen such type of greenery, even the desert, in even the sand. So now they can, if these things will be broke down, so they can have a chance to not only see the green field, but also they can walk with the bare feet on the gold sand, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open history there, whose language is the sun. Now here, and also they can have a systematic study, a big university they can study, they can see a big infrastructure of the university, of the big college, big prestigious schools. They can see, they can have a chance to study, and they can run naked into books means their tongues means they can recite the real meaning of, they can learn the real education in their own slums. This is a kind of a name school, a name, the building, the room is just called a school, but the system of in it was not related with any school, because of the teachers are always remain absent, and sometimes they come, even as I have told you that they are so selfish in such type of schools. Not I'm saying that all the government teachers or all the authority teachers are selfish, but here, yes, if these teachers are not selfish, if these teachers are not workaholic, then the private institution should not be immersed or should not be opened. Due to their lateness, due to the poor management, the schools are in a very poor conditions, and the government are just making a different type of schemes to promote these schools. Even you have seen that Shiksha Abhiyan, Sab Shiksha Abhiyan, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, and many type of facilities are given by the government to attract the children to come to school. But still, in various schools, in various government schools, the progress, the results are so wonderful. But in the other part of those which are so in backwards, which are in the deprived area, these condition schools are so pathetic, so disrespectful. So now this is the whole chapter, whole things. Now the question answer. Now here, the tall girl with her head weighed down means the girl is ill and exhausted. has her head bent with shame, had, has untidy hair. Now, here, that in this, we haven't seen that this girl is ill. So, the second one is right, that has her head bent with shame. She is having shame just because of they cannot have a proper food. They are She is insulted because of very big height and not have a proper nutrition. The paper seemingly boy with the rat's eyes mean the boy is sly and secretive, thin, hungry and weak or unpleasant looking. The second one also. The stunned unlucky hire of twisted bone means the boy has an inherited disability, was short and bony. Yes, first one, he has inherited disability. Virasat, yes. Now this word has come into my mind, that this he got this disease in his inherited means virasat mein believe se. His eyes live in a dream, a squirrel game in the tree. Rooms other than this mean. The boy is full of hope and in the future, mentally ill, distracted from the lesson. Full of like he is distracted from the lesson as he was in the class, but his mind is outside of the class, playing the. He was just imagining. He was just dreaming the squirrel's game in his mind. The children faces are compared to rootless weeds. This means are insecure, are ill-fed, or are westers are ill-fed. That they are not proper nutrition. They are so ill because of the malnutrition. What do you think is the color of the sour cream? Why do you think the poet has used this expression to describe the classroom walls? Now here, the what do you think the color of sour cream? Sour cream is so stinky because its taste is so sour and nobody is going to eat it. It stinks, it smells so badly. So here he has given this cream color. Cream is a white color and sour he is comparing two things with one. He is two different things. He is All two things are known as for negative, all things known as for the bad sign. So here sour cream, the cream which is made by the milk, if it is remain for a 4 days 5 days at one place, then it start smelling, it start becoming worse, and now the stink remain so badly. And here the classroom are so badly, they are unhygiene. There is no any proper system of sanitation, there is no proper system of cleanness. The class are so dirt. So that's his expression. The walls of the classroom are decorated with the picture of Shakespeare, building of dooms, world map, and beautiful valleys. How do these contrast with the world of these children? The world of the children are totally contrast, totally opposite for each other, because in their area the whole day remain foggy because the smoke remain everywhere, and they cannot see the proper blue sky. They always see the black clouds, black sea, because of the contamination. The smoke is there, and they have seen the building, civilized building, but once they see out through their windows, the classroom window, they see only the slums, very small houses, which is so exhausted, so seemingly ill as compared to this world. And they ever never seen a such type of beautiful valley, they ever never seen a such type of area which is full of flowers, full of vegetations, because in the slums they have seen the garbage, the slack of garbage. The people are just having food. They always suffer from the food, they cannot have a proper nutrition in their food. They always, their appetites are never fulfilled. So such type of comparison you can see through these two worlds. What does the poet want for the children of the slum? How can their lives be made to change? Now here, as I have told you that the poet wants the poet wants to see a big change in the life of these slums students, the slums people who are living, and how you can think, how this can be changed into a normal people life, like who can make this their conditions better, like the authority, the government, the inspectors, the law ministers, officials. They can make these conditions, visitors also. So their whole combination, their whole support can take them towards the next step of their life. They cannot remain at the same place for whole life, as well as their generation, their next generation. So he is looking for do one something better for. So this is the all about the chapter. I hope you have understood very nicely, and thank you so much for having me and be with me.